Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Feline Forensics and the Meowseum Mystery. Another long day. Street lamps are already on, and I haven't been in my office yet. I should check my computer. I'm sure I have at least a few emails waiting by now. Although, if it's the commissioner volunteering me for more debriefs, I'll have to put my paw down. Okay, I like the art style. I like this little flipping around. It's so simple. All right, let's see if this old litter box still works. I just need to log on. And, it won't take my password. Something here has my whiskers twitching. This might turn into a regular investigation. I'll start tracking all my leads on this bulletin board in case I need to reference them again. So we do have this. We have the unknown password. All right, let's look at this. Let's see. What should I look at? Let's look at the computer. Nothing's changed. My computer is still locked. I probably shouldn't try the password again until I'm sure I know what it is. All right, let's go back. Let's look at the desk. It's possible I just wrote the password down and threw it on my desk in my desk drawers. Okay, not in the top drawer. Surely it'll be in the bottom drawer. Aha, this must be it. Wait, no, this is just a standard department business card. But following procedure requires I entered into evidence anyway. There has to be something else though, right? Maybe I didn't look hard enough in the top drawer. Ugh, nope. Definitely nothing. Unfortunately, this might be more serious than it seems. Have you tried possibly the trash can? All right, so we still don't have anything there. What about over here? We have... Hold on, let's see what that says. It's a business card printed on quality paper, although it has a weathered. The once black sheen to yellow on the card, depicted in black ink, is the department logo and the general information such as the office, address, and phone number. Feline Forensics Inc.'s private detective agency, established 1994. We're in Philadelphia, and then you could turn this around. Emergencies only. Extension 1085. Aha! Oh, of course. I knew there was something else here. Why didn't I think to flip over that business card sooner? The extension written here belongs to the department manager. Luckily, I would classify this as an emergency. I should give them a call immediately and let them know what's going on. What's the saying? Lack of planning on your part does not make an emergency on my part. Let's go back to, let's see, we're going to go to the phone. Now that I have the department manager's extension, I can give them a call about my computer. Good evening, detective. I hope this is important because I'm in the middle of dinner with my family. Apologies, but we might have a security issue. My computer password was inexplicably changed. I hate to break this news to you, detective, but the inexplicable is, in fact, quite explicable. If I do recall, this is the second time this week you've interrupted my wife's delicious home-cooked meal. I'm sorry? From what I could gather, you were on another whole fat milk-fueled bender. Through slurred speech, you told me you changed your own password. Well, this is the part where I'm so embarrassed you tell me what the new password is, correct? I would consider it if I could, detective, but you also informed me that you hid it somewhere. Somewhere that only a detective of your caliber would be able to find. So get on with it and ensure that not a single report on this matter is out of place tomorrow. And let me reiterate, while you're in your right mind, do not call me again unless it is a real emergency. Click. I think if I just somehow forgot my password, this wouldn't be as humiliating. Either way, not my proudest moment, but I can make up for that, even if I am technically this crime's primary suspect. Retracing my steps, following the proper timeline, and correcting any inconsistencies in the case notes will be paramount. Okay, so let's look at this. We have the unknown password. According to department managers, I changed my own password. I should double check my notes. So we can come over here and we can check notes. Now, without the correct password, he can't unlock his computer in his office to check his email. So the detective left his office late last night, and at some point after, the department network was hacked. How can I dispute this with testimonies? We're going to go to the department manager. Ah, I see. That makes sense. The department manager did confirm that nothing was hacked. Embarrassingly, just a bit too much indulgence on my part. That being said, I've only got a rough outline from here, and they won't settle for anything less than perfection. It's time to thoroughly investigate the rest of my office and use my journal to fill in every blank necessary. So you've learned almost everything you need to fill the detective's shoes, so let's put those sleuthing skills to test. Did you know you can rotate the camera to look around? Oh, that's cool. The detective will also provide a subtle hint if you ask. Oh, I like that. That is cool. Okay, so we can check here. Is there something over here to investigate? Let's look at the bookshelves. This shelf is absolutely packed with different tomes, journals, studies, and the occasional novelization. If I hit some sort of clue in one of those books, it would take far too long to find it than it's worth. I wouldn't put it past myself, but I don't have anything to go on yet. Okay, we've also got the filing cabinets. These are usually just kept for keeping contracts, reference documents, and various policy paperwork. I can't imagine I would have slid a note with the password into it in this mess of a drawer. You could have filed it under P for password. Even under a strong influence of dairy, I wouldn't have done something so reckless. Okay, there's one more that we can look at. The trash can. When you need to dig up the truth, you've got to act like an alley cat. Empty milk carton, comically clean fish bones, used yarn ball. None of this looks very helpful. Wait a minute. There's a crumpled receipt, and it looks like someone's redacted most of it. I'm willing to bet this was my own handiwork. Nothing's about the actual purchase remains, and only the store's address is left visible. This is clearly relevant. I just have to figure out where it's leading me. Yeah. Now I'm going through and rotating the camera, and I've rotated it a little too much. Okay, we've got maps. It's my old map of historic Philadelphia, but I don't remember all these thumbtacks in it. They're each holding a thin shred of paper to various addresses in the city, but no one seems more important than another. That crumpled receipt did have an address on it, though. What was it again? Wait, no, that's RF. I should double check my notes again. So if we go to, no, here, we have the receipt. Most of the information on this receipt has been redacted, which is not a normal practice for detectives such as myself, especially not for consumers. The only elements left visible are the address 13 North 2nd Street, presumably for the store, and a string of numbers, presumably to identify the item internally. Yeah, internally. What does Y? Unbeknownst to the detective. No, unbeknownst to the manager. The detective changed the password to his computer and blank it inside a blank. Furthermore, yeah, okay, so we've got 13B Street. Let's look over here. 13 North 2nd Street. I don't recall what's around here, but the slip of paper does have a phone number written on it. Looks like it's time to make another call. Let's see. What should I look at? The phone? give the number I found on the map a call. Hopefully they're still open and they can make sense of this receipt. Good evening, Book Gator on 2nd. What can I do for you? Of course, the local bookstore. How could I forget? Sir, did you need help with something? Hello, yes, sorry. I do, actually. This might be an odd question, but I have a receipt and I'm not sure what it was that I purchased. Right. Could you read off the product code that's on there? Sure, it's 032540. Does that sound right? Oh. Sounds like a safe number. Oh. Heh, I remember this one. I've been expecting your call, detective. Of course you were. Don't worry, it's just that you anticipated this and warned me ahead of time. Right. Of course I did. After some spirited debate at the local milk bar, you stumbled in with this devious plan. I didn't ask any questions. I guess I can be thankful for that, at least. Now, about that book, please just tell me it's not something terribly inappropriate. Haha, not quite, no. The book's title is On the Historical Development of Cat Burglary. Okay, thank you. That'll be all. Sure you don't need anything else, detective? No, really. It's okay. Thank you. Click. As if I wasn't embarrassed enough as it is. Okay, so I'm thinking that means go back to the bookshelf. Let's go to the bookshelf. This shelf is absolutely packed with different tomes, journal studies, blah, blah, blah. The clerk said the book in question had something to do with cat burglary, so where is it? Dignity and Domestication by the Great Dane Austen, Les Meowserables by Vermin Hugo, Call of the Wild by Jack London. Oh yeah, sure, Call of the Wild stays the same. Okay, more novels than I thought, but hey, these are the classics. Oh, here's the one I'm looking for. Luckily, I didn't have enough time to create some sort of secret passageway that'll open when I pull it from the shelf, right? No, we're good. The question now is, why would I have purchased this book specifically? I found the book I apparently purchased. Even the store clerk seemed to be hiding something about it. X. The detective got into an intellectual argument with another patron and vowed to prove he was confusingly a detective so spectacular he could out-sleuth himself. Changed his systems long before it was lost to the memory of a lack of stupor. Having successfully laid his plot and proud of his mastermind scheme, the detective called the department manager before finally retiring for the evening. Yeah, the next day the detective... Okay. Wait, hold on. Before it was lost to the memory of... No, I don't think... Okay, yeah, that... Sure, my memory has been hazy, but I must have found something that seems about right now. Maybe something... Is there something over here to investigate? Maybe the filing cabinets. Yeah, there's no reason to investigate that again. Okay, all the extra thumbtacks in my map have filled up. It can probably be ignored. I know it was already old and torn up, but I really didn't need the whole bunch of extra holes in it. Oh well. I mean, we've got this one, but I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't think that's right either. Let's... I mean, this is the only thing I can do. We're stuck. You're going through the trash. No reason to go through that again. Let's... Okay, hold on. Maybe we've got... Oh, here we go. The book. Hold on, let's... It's a dissertation I apparently purchased from a local bookstore and then stashed within the various other tomes of my office bookshelf. The subject matter seems fairly heavy. Deriving any clues from it may be a challenge. Was that why I chose it in this strange pursuit to out-detective myself. The study and impact of decline on early cultural normative and the society repercussions thereof, and henceforth. Don't open. Was a Y. Oh, do we have? Okay. And he blanked the blank to the blank of the inside of those. Okay, let's look and see. Other rare. Change the password to his computer and hid it inside a book. Furthermore, he forgot the password to the computer inside a it's inside a book that he had recently that furthermore he forgot the password to the computer inside a book that the detective purchased. Does that mean that everything is wrong? One of the detectives called the department before finally, like I said, attempted to log in his passport, but he's been found. Okay, changed the computer before it was lost to the memory. Found the book I purchased. Even the store clerk seemed to be hiding something about it. According to the department manager, I hid my own computer password. Hid somewhere in my office. Looks like I got a mystery to solve. Should be any other books that have, at least I hope not. I mean, what am I hoping to find? Don't open. Great job, detective. Okay. Oh, of course. I knew there was something else here. I bought a hollow trick book. No wonder the bookstore clerk was holding back a laugh. With my cabinet key hidden inside, no less. I think we're nearing the end of this case. Good thing the trains are still running a little longer. Is the filing cabinet? I have no compelling reason to go. Okay, maybe over here. Maybe in the cat tree. Let's see what we can find over here. Well, let's look inside the cat tower. One might ask themselves, why would any self-respecting feline investigator keep one of these demeaning furniture pieces in their professional office? It was a gift from some old co-workers who thought they were being exceptionally humorous. Also, it keeps my claws properly managed, and sometimes it helps me think. Let's see what we can find over here. The filing cabinet. Oh, cabinet is locked. Let's hope I find a key right match. It is. Fantastic. Now let's get it open and see what we find. There's a note right on top. A great change of pace, or maybe I was just getting lazy. There doesn't seem to be any cipher or code either. This just looks like a normal password. I should try it, and then make sure all my notes are in order. I wouldn't want to attract any more ire from the department manager than I already have. Let's see, what should we take? Let's go to the computer. I've got the password, supposedly, allegedly. Now for the moment of truth. Is it possible this has been a red herring all along? Oh, it works. I'm logged in and I have exactly 0 emails that require my attention. It's a relief, of course, but the department manager will have my fur if I don't get the rest of these case notes in order before I go home. Okay, having developed a devious plan to overcome his own expertise, the detective went to a local bookstore and purchased a hollowed out book. After returning to the office, the detective changed his computer login from before it was lost to... We're gonna do this. No. Okay, so it's not that one. So let's come over here. Maybe it's under the testimony of the department manager. No, that's still not. Sure, my memory's hazy, but I must have found something. Okay, but if this is wrong, hollow book. Do that evidence. Prior to placing the key in his office shelf, the detective stashed the cabinet key. Okay, we'll have it crumpled. Nope. Hold on. Dealer purchased a hollowed out book. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Of course, the reason for this entire mystery locked up tight in a lone filling cabinet. Luckily, I've forgotten about it twice, at least not yet. Okay, so we have that one. We have the key, and we also have a well-hidden password. In the pursuit of proving I could out-detect myself, I changed my office computer's password and hid this reminder behind a series of puzzles and hidden clues, whether a locked cabinet, a hollow book, a cryptic map or of addresses, or embarrassing phone calls. I didn't stay a secret for long. The password is written in newspaper and magazine scraps, and it reads 7HEC4TSM30W. Okay, and then why? Is that it, or is that... No, okay, I think we have to figure this out. Okay, unbeknownst to the manager, it's the detective. The detective changed his password on his computer and hid it inside. A cabinet. Furthermore, he forgot the password to the computer. Or no, he... hid the password. No, hid the key to the cabinet inside a book that the detective recently purchased. Okay, the detective unbeknownst to the detective changed the password to his computer and hid the change the password to computer and hid it inside a cabinet. Would this be? No. You only get one stamp with that. I accidentally clicked it. The manager. Unbeknownst to the manager, the detective changed the password to his computer and locked it inside a cabinet and hid and forgot inside a... Oh, I don't know what this is. Okay, what? Unbeknownst to the manager, the detective changed the password. Unbeknownst to the detective, I mean, are we talking the computer changed the password? It wasn't like the detective changed the password to his computer and forgot, purchased, hid it inside, I don't know, a book? No, and locked. That's literally, I had that. I knew I was onto something. While a fantastic treat, a night out at the milk bar might cause me more trouble than it's worth. Oh, why is the phone ringing? Could it be the manager already? Let's see, what should I be looking at? Phone. Hello, Feline Forensics, private detective, I'm glad to hear you're burning the midnight oil. Commissioner? To what do I owe the pleasure? Business, not pleasure, I'm afraid. There's been an incident. Private property. They asked for you specifically. Understood. What can you tell me about it? I'm sending a car to take you to the scene. The officer will fill you in on the way. The case seems pretty involved, but it's still within my jurisdiction. You will go by the book, detective. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Well, as long as the book doesn't have a key, we should be good. I'm sure you're aware that if you don't, your license will be on the line. That's a little harsh, again. Click. What a ray of sunshine the commissioner is these days. It's going to be an even later night than I thought. All right, and then we can go out the door. Thank you for playing the demo. I hope you enjoyed your first experience as a top-notch tabby detective in feline forensics. You learned how to use the detective's tools and solve your first case. However, there's another mystery yet to be unraveled, one that will challenge even our purring private eye. It would be the cat's meow if you wishlisted the game and returned for the full release. Thanks, nobody's crowned. So, this is a really cute game. I like it. I like these style of games with very narrative driven, just a fun game to play. So with that, thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.